Morning, everybody. It's 9:32. I'd like to call this meeting Maricopa County Planning Commission order. If we could start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you again, everybody, for attending. We'll have the roll call, please.
Chairman Schlesser.
Here.
Vice Chair Mitchell.
Here.
Commissioner Arnett. Commissioner Dan Zeisen.
Here.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Lawrence. Commissioner Lindblom.
Here.
Commissioner McGee.
Here.
Commissioner Montoya. Commissioner Swart. Chairman, we have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. One of our commissioners, just so everybody knows, has to leave in 30 minutes, Commissioner Lindblom. So we need to move this thing along. I believe everything's going to be, Darren can verify this in a minute, but is going to be moved on to the consent agenda. With that, I'll do chairman announcements. This meeting has been noticed in accordance with open meeting law, ARS 38-431. Agendas are available within 24 hours of each meeting in the Maricopa County Planning and Development Office, and are also available on the Planning and Development website 1 week prior to hearing at www.maricopa.gov/planning. The staff reports prepared for each agenda item shall become a part of the permanent record for each case. With respect to hearing process, cases will be considered in the order that they appear on the agenda unless otherwise agreed to by the commission. For each case, the applicant will be given a set amount of time to present. Anyone wishing to speak on a particular case should fill out a speaker's card for in-person attendance or raise your hand within GoToWebinar. The amount of time allowed for speaking shall be at the discretion of the commission chair. Staff will provide the chairman with the names of persons who have registered and noted desire to comment, and those registered participants who have raised their hand. The chairman will call on each named participant one at a time. The chairman will conduct the hybrid in-person and virtual public hearing according to the bylaws and according to the rules established by the chairman regarding public comment. Votes will be done by roll call vote only. The chairman will verbally identify the specific members responsible for all motions and seconds. With that, we have a change in the agenda. We're going to move items 6, 7, 8 to the consent agenda, correct?
Mr. Chairman, that's correct. Those items were placed on the regular agenda because on item 6, we had, we're going to have discussion on the recommended conditions of approval, but based on the handout before you today, the applicant and staff are in agreement on those conditions. And then 7 and 8 had one letter of opposition, but that was recently rescinded. So those can all be gone consent.
Okay, thank you. So on the continuance agenda then?
Mr. Chairman, Z 2022-019, known as Moon Valley Nurseries in District 4, is to be continued to March 9th, or is continued from March 9th, and is to be further continued to June 22nd. There is no action necessary from the commission.
Okay. Moving on to the consent items then.
Mr. Chairman, the remaining 7 items are all on consent. I will review them quickly. They are CPA 2023-002 and Z 2022-05, known as 400 11th Avenue and I-10 in District 5. This is a comp plan amendment to change the land use designation in the Tonopah Arlington area plan to miscellaneous retail, along with a zone change to C3 CUPD for 67.2 acres at the northeast corner of 411th Avenue and I-10. There's no known opposition. The recommendation is for approval of the CPA in paragraph 21 and approval with conditions A through N in paragraph 22 of the companion zoning. MCP 2022-006, known as Farm Bros Toy Storage in District 4, is a military compatibility permit with a plan of development for 345 stall RV boat storage in the rural 43 MAAMF zoning district for 19.4 acres west of the southwest corner of Peoria Avenue in Litchfield. There's no known opposition. The recommendation in paragraph 11 is for approval, subject to conditions A through E. MCP 2022-009, known as Sheila AZ 45116 in District 4, is a military compatibility permit with plan of development for a 110-foot monopole that's existing, a wireless communication facility, in the Rural 43 MAAMF zoning district on 2.3 acres at the southeast corner of Northern Avenue and Litchfield Road. There's no known opposition. The recommendation is for approval, subject to conditions A through G in paragraph 12. I'll note you have a handout correcting paragraph 1 of the staff report to reference the WCF owner SBA 2012 TC Assets LLC. Items 5 and 6 of the 7 consent items are CPA 2022-015 and Z 2022-214, known as Harquahala Sun 2 in District 5. This is a comp plan amendment to change the land use designation to utilities and a companion zone change to industrial 2 IUPD for 328 acres subject to the CPA, but a total of 2,718 acres being rezoned, located south of Courthouse Road and west of 491st Avenue. There's no known opposition. The recommendations are for approval of the comp plan amendment in paragraph 34, and in paragraph 35, approval of the zoning subject to conditions A through U. MCP 2022-004, known as Lorimore in District 4, is a military compatibility permit with a plan of development for parking in uncovered parking and repair services for vehicles such as farm and construction equipment, RVs, and boats, and storage of aggregate materials such as sand, millings, dirt, firewood, trash piles for haulaway, lumber, concrete, and roofing products per UC 2022-026 for a 5-acre site east and south of the southeast corner of Olive Avenue and 142nd Avenue. There is no known opposition that's registered for this MCP. The recommendation is for approval subject to conditions A through G in final format on the handout before you today, so deviating from that in the staff report. I believe that concludes today's agenda. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you, Darren. Is there anybody from the commission that has questions of staff? Hearing none. Is there anybody from the public that wishes to speak? David, do we have anybody on webinar that wishes to speak?
Sorry, there is no one online.
That I'm going to close the public forum. Ask for a motion from Commissioner Hernandez.
Yeah, recognizing that we have moved items 6, 7, and 8 to the consent agenda, I would like to make a motion. I move approval of the consent items 2 through 7 in accordance with the staff recommendations as printed in the staff reports, and item 8 in accordance with the revised staff recommendation as printed out on today's handout.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion to approve from Commissioner Hernandez. Do I have a second?
I'll second. This is Lawrence.
Okay, Commissioner Lawrence seconded. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Yes.
Commissioner Dan Zeisen,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindblom,
Yes.
Commissioner Lawrence,
Yes.
Commissioner McGee,
Yes.
Vice Chair Mitchell,
Yes.
Chairman Slasher.
Yes.
Chairman, that's an approval by a vote of 7-0.
All right, motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Are there any other matters, Darren?
No, sir.
All right, perfect. I like it this way. With that, meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
Yeah.